Okay, I think this should start it. Are we starting it? Okay, I think I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Okay, we are officially live streaming. Okay, I have frankly no clue how many viewers there are here for Outer Wilds. Um, I have this terrible habit of looking at where the face cam is on OBS when I'm talking to you guys. I'm supposed to look at the camera. Um, Pretty much what I'm doing today is I am going to be playing a speedrun category that I have just recently invented. Pretty much whatever I watch. Well, okay. Let me start this off with something of a disclaimer. If you haven't played Outer Wilds yet, go do that. I know it costs money, but it's a fantastic game, and it's really the sort of thing where you can only play it if or where you get the best experience if you know absolutely nothing about it. So, if you're ever planning on playing the game, do that before watching this. Now that that's out of the way, Outer Wilds is the sort of game where once you know how to win the game, you can do it within 5 minutes of creating a new file. And that's what the speedrun is. That's what almost all of the speedruns are. Where you just go and you just, like, you start a file, you get the ability to leave your home planet, and then you go accomplish whatever your goal is, and that's it. So my idea for a speedrun is something that gets closer to creating the actual Outer Wilds experience. Pretty much, you can't just go somewhere because you have past game knowledge. In order to be allowed to go anywhere or do anything, you need to either have a signal scope signal, which you are following, or you need to have a ship's log entry, which you are investigating, and the ship's log needs to specify either where the thing is or how to get there. It can't just say that it exists. I don't actually know if this is possible. I know that the signal scope part is absolutely necessary for Feldspar. But I don't know if we can do this. And if we can do this, I don't know if it's going to be any fun. It's probably going to be many hours long, and I doubt I'll be able to do it in one sitting. But this is my idea for an Outer Wilds speedrun. And I'm entitling it Evidence Percent, because you need evidence that something exists, or of how to find something before doing anything. I'm going to real quick check the audio for the stream. Let me just click on Outer Wilds for a second to get the audio over there. And now over back to YouTube. Turn that on. I'm going to real quick check the audio for the stream. Let me just click on Outer Wilds for a second to get the audio over there. And now over back to YouTube. Music sounds a little quiet. I'm going to real quick check the audio for the stream. Alright, we're not getting too much recursion there. The music sounds a little quiet. I know that I like my game music way louder than anyone in their right mind should, but what can I say? I think it adds to the ambiance. Wait, my mouse shows up on screen? Ew, no. Wait, no, not Switch Pro. Okay, no, none of the button prompt images. Keyboard, please. I guess there's no button prompt images because I don't have a gamepad plugged in. Alright, I could just put this at max. Like, I love the Outer Wilds music, it's spectacular. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wipe my save for this, because... I mean, I'm already done playing through Outer Wilds. I've done it once before. And I think, other than something like this, I'm not going to go back to Outer Wilds again. It really is the sort of game that you can only get a first playthrough once. So I think the only thing left to do with my file is erase it. I have no idea how much of the game we're going to be able to explore. I think once I get used to the route, if I decide to stick with this, routing, or once I get used to like what the essential points of this are, routing is going to be the real interesting part of this run, because we pretty much have these branching paths going through the entire solar system over the course of several hours. Ooh, suns are starting to go supernova in the background. Didn't realize it happened this fast. Okay, anyway, I guess we're gonna start a new save. Alright. Oh, and I need to check, like, what button do I press to start live split? I pressed 1 and it turned green. I pressed 1 again and it turned blue. What? Oh, it's starting. Yes. 2, 0. Alright, E. Alright, we're live! Speedrunning! Wait, okay. So, this section is going to be really important, because for the sake of this being remotely possible, I'm going to allow us to do anything that they tell us about in Timber Hearth. So the museum is invaluable. Observatory. I don't think there's anything important here. I don't think we need to do the hide and seek to find out about the signal scope. I'll just assume that you already know about the signal scope, because that means you don't have to do hide and seek, and that means that people will be more likely to do this run. I think it would be fantastic if people actually adopted doing this run, like, people other than me doing this. Like, if I could actually submit this to some kind of a leaderboard, that would be fantastic and spectacular, and I'm running out of synonyms. I should have a thesaurus. Thesauruses are cool. I'm always terrified that the audio isn't good, because so many streams that I've had, I've just found out after I finished the stream that, like, nobody could hear anything. I don't know why I'm bouncing so much. Okay. Don't think we get any ship's logs from this. So I'm counting necessary evidence as being ship logs and signal scope things. So if we stand near here, can we unlock the quantum frequencies signal? Do we need to do the hide and seek thing to get told about the signal scope before getting the ship? Because I think it would be time saved to be able to unlock quantum fluctuations here, because I think this counts. Does it tell us about the quantum fluctuations? Okay. Like, I'm not sure that I can actually use the signal scope right now. Curious. Don't think this is meaningful. Don't think that's meaningful. That's cool, but not meaningful. Scout. Nomai. What is this? Aside from dwellings, they made art, pottery. Huh. Okay. Don't care about the DLC right now. Okay, I think the main good thing here is the quantum fluctuations signal scope that we can unlock here. There you are, I just finished pre-flight observation. Alright, I think we can just skip through this. I remember one important thing that we're gonna find out about here is Gabbro. They'll tell us about Gabbro around here. Hello there! Yeah, sorry, I'm not doing the speedrun strats of, like, jumping to the thing. The thing is, I don't think that by speedrunning standards I'm very good at this game. I've done a casual playthrough, and I've played through, I think, maybe half the DLC before someone spoiled it for me. So This is pretty much my first entry into speedrunning, is one of the longer and therefore probably one of the more difficult. Oh, yes, it looked at me, it opened its eyes, yeah. Statue's definitely weird. Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. That gets added to your ship log. Wait, does anything get added to your ship log from reading? Oh, I don't know how the ship log works. I don't know if anything gets added to your ship log from reading the like slate in the museum. I should have done hide and seek so that I would have been able to unlock quantum fluctuations, because now I genuinely have no idea where I'm supposed to go to unlock quantum fluctuations. It needs to be somewhere that something else sends me that tells me about quantum fluctuations. You. I'm into space today. Don't worry, I'll come back. Yeah, I'm fine. Alright, tell you what, it's a waste of time, but I'm gonna do hide and seek too. Because, hey, I'm back here again? Oh, I did not know there was a shortcut there. Okay, fine. I'm going up. I'll get the jetpack, and that can let me shortcut back to the museum so that I can look at stuff. I'm pretty sure that when I put on the suit, it's going to give me my signal scope. Okay. Yep. Alright, how do I pull out my signal scope? I can't remember. Put away. Like right click is signal scope. Or no, F. F is flashlight. I genuinely can't remember what the button is to pull out my signal scope. Oof. Okay. Okay, over here. Okay, shift is not enough. Where, who? Tell me about hide and seek. You? Somebody, anyone. I'm lost. How do I always manage to get lost in Timber Hearth? You know, this is honestly just an excuse to be able to play Outer Wilds. Okay, you're the guy who's talking about Feldspar. Where... Okay, now this is the shortcut back. We don't need over here. We need elsewhere. I think you're required to pass by it, so like, if you're talking to every NPC, you'll find out about the signal scope. I want to say it's in that house below me, but I think it's not, because I went over there and it wasn't. Is it? You're just fishing. I remember it was like a couple of little kids standing together. You have a radio. Is it you? Just ... Good luck in space. You have the signal scope. Equip signal scope. Why? Why was it not telling me that before? Is this the person who would normally tell me about hide and seek if they don't do it if I already have the launch codes? Why was it telling me to get the signal scope now? I'm confused. Anyway, I haven't unlocked any frequencies other than Outer Wilds Adventures right now. And in an effort to fix that, I'm going to go stand next to the thing in the museum and scan it. And I'll be able to unlock quantum fluctuations, which will help us find all sorts of nifty things. It'll make it possible to get the quantum moon, although I know we don't actually need that. I don't actually know if we need the quantum fluctuations signal scope frequency, but who knows? It's probably a good thing to have, just like, yeah, unidentified signal. Quantum fluctuations! And now, like, I can search for other things in the distance, and I'm saying that I'm allowed to follow those signals. Whew. That was a lot, just to... Oh, and... I think it says ship log updated if anything notable happens. Ship log updated. Yes, it does. Okay. So yeah, I'm allowed to read stuff in the museum, because it would be kind of dumb if I wasn't. This whole idea is kind of dumb, because, like, the point of Outer Wilds is to explore, and the whole point of this is... Well, okay, the point of it is that you're not allowed to exploit prior game knowledge, but because of how I phrase it, you're pretty much not allowed to explore. I suppose I could, if nobody likes the idea of this being an amateur speedrun... Wait, you can... I did not realize you could get crushed there. Well then. Yeah, let's ignore that just happened. I already got them from the observatory, remember? Never actually seen that dialogue before. Huh. Okay, yeah, pre-flight checklist. Jetpack, auto boost, this, that. Yeah, okay. Now, ship's log. Ideally, for an optimal speedrun, we wouldn't need to look at this because we'd know exactly what everything said. But we're going to have our nose buried in this for a while. Village. One and only Harthian village. Main source of explosions. Nomai statue. Statue has never opened its eyes before. Lunar ruins. The Nomai text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on the Addle Rock. So we can look at that. Good to know. We're allowed to find the... we know that there is a Nomai device, and we've been told that it's on the Addle Rock. In my opinion, that's enough. Because it's obvious. Gabbro, Hal says Gabbro went back to Giant Steep to try and learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. Like, Gabbro, all we really know is that he's on Giant Steep, so, we could have issue, like, orbiting the planet, not being able to figure out where he is, but I'd say we're not allowed to visit any of the other planets on Giant Steep. We're only allowed to go to him, but we can absolutely go visit Gabbro now. And I think he's gonna tell us about Statue Island. Whenever I take off from the planet, I'm always worried I'm about to head into the sun. Not sure if we're... Wait, are those lightning spots that we can see from outside where the tornadoes are? Oh, I should have gone in slower. It ended well anyway. Is this Gabbro's island? Wow, that was lucky. Here we are. Irritatingly enough, Gabbro's island does not have any spots where it's safe to stand in event of a tornado. It only has ghost matter. So yeah. Hello, Gabbro. Tell you what, I'll get this. I don't really need it, but I'll get it anyway. Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. First solo launch. Dying. Yes, we died. Where should I explore on Giant Steep? Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. I don't know if that gets added to the ship's log. Statue Island. Uh-huh. What's up with this planet? I can't remember what's important here. Strong current. 4 islands. Alright, I think that's all the important stuff. I have no idea how much I can do. You know, I'm pretty sure this is the same texture as on the Hourglass Twins for sand. I mean, it makes sense that they'd reuse it, but... Alright. Statue Island. Ocean depths. Statue Island. 1 island. Okay. 2 islands connect with our natural rock arch. That's enough. Gabro says there's a strong current. Alright, not useful. Okay, from here we could either go to Statue Island or the Nomai Ruins. I don't think we find anything. Oh wait, no. If we go to the Nomai Ruins, then that tells us about the Southern Observatory on Brittle Hollow. That's useful. Because the Southern Observatory tells us how to get closer to the center. Alright, Statue Island. Really have no idea how much we're like. If you half explore Statue Island and then just like quit, then I have no idea. Like, I guess we'll know when we've found something that it considers important or enough evidence. Once the game says ship log updated, so we need to watch for that pop up. Use jetpack booster. I can do that. Statue workshop. There's inevitably going to be like one point or another where I wind up looking at something that I'm not supposed to look at, and you know what? We can try and not do that in the next run, but other than that, I don't really care. There's no text here. There's some text. Okay. Going to test the memory statues tonight. Fox says it could be dangerous, so he can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? Fox specifically told us not to do that. I really want to see the test too, but that's a huge risk, probably shouldn't. Ship log updated. Curious how much the ship log specifies about quote-unquote the other way. Tell you what, I'm gonna take my ship and bring it inside anyway, so might as well head over to the ship to find out how much it says. Whoa. Okay. I'm alright. That ship, or that island's kind of close. Alright. What do you have to say about this? Created statues. Debated bypassing the statue workshop store and sneaking inside via an alternate, more dangerous route. I think it never tells you exactly how to get in there, and I suppose I theoretically could have thrown Scout in, or just looked down over here to see that, yeah. Okay, we need to not not damage the thing too badly. Alright. I'd say that's pretty good. And hey, we can open this from this side. Woo. We can't get over there. Can we get up from the other side? Gravity on Giant Steep is annoying. Alright. Yarrow, would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? When pairing, the statue will choose whoever is in closest proximity. See how its eyes have opened? That tells us the statue have paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in the star system, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project. This is extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. He has outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single nomized memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Okay, look guys, I get that this is supposed to be a speed run, but I'm mostly just feeling out the route for now. This is not actually me speed running. I mostly have live split because live split is cool and yeah. Makes it feel more like a speed run. Storage unit equipped with a mask. Which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding nomai. Okay. Yeah, and there's this. Okay. My ship is gonna get demolished if we ever encounter a tornado here. Am I gonna need to stand here? Okay. Ash Twin. Install the masks inside the Ash Twin Project, Fox. They look beautiful. Yeah. And then, like, does this update the ship log? Ooh. Ah. It's frustrating how easy it is to miscount how many masks are lit up there. Wait, are we about to get picked up? We are, aren't we? Yup. Rest in peace, ship. Honestly, in that time, I probably could have gotten into my ship and then flown it out. So, this path actually made my ship get more damage, but it'll be fine. We're about to land on another tornado. Alright, what do we know now? Ash Twin Project. Okay. Designed to pair a single user, record their memories, send it to a storage unit in Ash Twin. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin Project was equipped with a mask. Alright. There's more to explore here. What do you mean? Guess Gabbro hasn't told me everything? Memory recorded by a nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit. I'm just roll stuck. Managed to not take damage from that. Alright. We're encountering dead ends. Gabbro supposedly has more to tell us. It's time for us to find out. Okay, we're about to... Okay, let's slow down. It's about to go behind the sun. So let's go around the sun and meet it on the other side, because it's in general much easier to land on planets in this game when they're not heading away from you. Oh, and yeah, let's kill that sideways velocity. Whoa, that's way too fast. That's way too fast. What am I doing? Alright, get down. Alright. Nomai ruins on the Atl Rock. That's what I'm allowed to explore. Oh, also signal scope frequencies. The signal scope frequencies are going to save us here. Wow, that's an old ship. Oh, there it is. Whoa. Wow, the Atl Rock is small and, like, barely has any gravity. Can we please turn to the left? Okay. Good. Here we go. That's not actually a hole in the stairs. Okay. This looks like it was made by Harthians. South Pole of Brittle Hollow. Oh, so this was from Rybeck. Cool. And we're gonna put this in here. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? Bigger than this eye signal locator. Quantum moon locator. Uses the sun, made its construction challenging. Would recommend building on that planet. Okay, that was a lot of that was a large info dump. I'm glad the game tells you to look for ruins on on the Atl Rock, because that was important. How much are we allowed to look at now? Rybeck. We don't know that their name is Rybeck. Rybeck headed to Brittle Hollow to investigate something the Nomai were doing at the South Pole. Southern Observatory. The Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. Okay. Yeah. So now we know about Rybeck, and we know about the South Pole. Okay. And we also have the signal scope for if we want to look at other things. Though right now we only have quantum fluctuations and Outer Wilds ventures. There's the sun. There's the sun. Alright, going away from the sun. It's better than the alternative. There's quantum fluctuations aplenty here. Alright. Still going away from the sun. Accelerating away from the sun, curiously enough. Oh, is it because I'm about to crash into the Timber Hearth? Whoa! Quantum moon there! Did not see that coming. Wonder if the quantum moon has its own gravity when you're not on it. I don't know. Alright. Brittle Hollow's South Pole. I know that there's a note from Rybeck at the South Pole, but I actually don't know, like, what all he says in it. Alright, I'm being way too cautious. Okay, now I'm not being cautious enough. Alright, here we are. Brittle Hollow's South Pole. And Rybeck's ship. Alright, put away that signal scope. Okay, is the entrance right next to Rybeck's ship? If so, I feel kind of silly. Yes, it is. Okay. Hi there. Have a friend. And we see... Oh no! Okay, found a difference. Entrance. Paths below the surface. Head north to the ruins on the equator to try to find a way down. Alright. Meteors. So I guess now we know that Rybeck is on the equator? Unless we found it. Okay. Headed there. Landed their ship near the big dome at the South Pole. The door leading inside was broken, so they decided to head north to the ruins on the equator in search of a way beneath the surface. I had to build... Okay, there's a door on the surface, but it's broken. Alright. So now let's go talk to Rybeck. I don't think this is the ruins on the equator. That's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Can't go there yet. I mean, honestly, we could, because all that we need to go there is, is this the ruins on the equator? No, I think it's a different ruins on the equator. Not here. Wait, this is the South Pole. Define on the equator. Wait. Is this it? Okay. Pretty sure this is it. No idea how much time is left in the cycle. Alright, I would need more space than this, I'm sorry. Forget it. Alright. Okay. Know my path, starts across the campsite. The ship's log is surprisingly dynamic. Hope I don't run out of jetpack fuel. Oh wait, there's jetpack fuel here, isn't it? Isn't there? I mean, in this... Oh, okay, wait, no. Said it updated something. Ryback. Discovered an old know my path. Alright, honestly, I don't think that counts as being necessary in order to find Ryback. But, yeah. Alright. These gravity crystals are broken. Wow, this floor looks fractured. I did not realize it was half this damaged looking. Like, isn't this supposed to be the most durable part of Brutal Hollow? Although there's actually like 5 parts that are indestructible. Like, I think this part, the North Pole and the South Pole, are all totally indestructible. Ryback. Hello. I launched. Yes, that is what I did. Hanging City. Tripped over a gravity crystal. I learned something. No, I didn't. Where should I explore? It's not the black hole. Below the crust. Hanging City, just to the north. Southern Observatory. There's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. What are you doing? See you later. Okay, yeah, that's it. Alright, now I guess I head back to the surface. I could take the path... Wow, that's... Am I that late in the cycle? What's the button for the map? Wow, I am pretty late in the cycle. If you ever want to know how far you are through the cycle, just look at the hourglass twins on your map. It updates to be accurate, and it's basically not actually a map, it's an overhead view. And yeah. Near miss much? So yeah, I'd say we probably have like 5, 8 more minutes thereabouts until time runs out. I'd say we can probably get to the Hanging City in that period. Gravity is lighter now. Alright. Hanging City. Ibex Camp. Alright, is that everything? Alright, Southern Observatory. There's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Gabbro's Island. Sure, there's something on Gabbro's Island. Maybe it's above, because I think I did get all the information from Gabbro. Huge Nomai city, just to the north of Rybeck's campsite. Feels wrong pronouncing it Rybeck. Like, I heard people pronounce it Rybeck, and they were acting like it's right, and nobody was questioning them. But when I was playing, I just pronounced it like Rebeck. But like, nobody says it as Rebeck, so I guess it's not Rebeck, so I'll say Rybeck, but... Oh, is this the Hanging City? Alright, I thought it said the ship log updated, but I guess it's just that the scout is... yeah. Oh, time's up. Okay, less time than I thought. Alright, guess I'll explore the Hanging City next time. Meantime, let's land on Hollow's Lantern. Wait, Hollow's Lantern is pretty much in... The farther through the cycle you are, the less lava there is on Hollow's Lantern. I did not realize that. To the point of where you can, like, land safely on it. Wow, the atmosphere is red here. Some definitions of atmosphere. I'm on Hollow's Lantern! That's so cool! I did not know you could do that. Alright, yep, that's happening. Hollow's Lantern spins really fast. You know, I remember noticing before when other people were... I was watching other people's playthroughs, that, Hollow's Lantern is always grayed out, like you haven't reached the planet before. Is Hollow's Lantern, in a ship log, the solar system view, is Hollow's Lantern going to be filled in now for me because I've gone there? You know, if I don't think I can do anything else in the cycle, it's probably a time save to just, try and end myself, because that way there would be, I mean, less that happens in that cycle, and less that happens in the flashback sequence, so, yeah. But, no, Hollow's Lantern, I know nothing about Hollow's Lantern. I guess maybe when I find people talking about how it's a volcanic moon, it'll say something. Okay, anyway. What have we discovered? Okay, nothing new yet. To the Hanging City. Or maybe Gabbro's Island. I don't think there's anything else important on Gabbro's Island, so I'm just going to ignore it. So to the Hanging City. Where is... Brittle Hollow. There we go. Where's the sun? Where's the sun? I can't find the sun. There's the sun. Okay. Whoa, we're going to the side. Okay. That's probably close enough to start in decelerating. I'm always overly cautious on the decelerating, but, like, it's better that than to just haphazardly crash into all the planets. Because for all that it's a time loss to decelerate, it's a bigger time loss to die. Why did that meteor look like it was stuck in midair for a second? Do the meteors only animate when you're looking at them? If so, that means staring at a chunk of rock makes it more likely to be destroyed. Okay, over here. That's a teleport station, and a meaningless data dump about it. That is a couple of elevators, one of which is broken, and some data dumps. Alright. I think that, like, we know about this place. It's safe to look at anything here. Wait, no. Bit of a close shave. Glad you can survive for like 5 seconds without a suit. Anyone observe the phantom moon? Thoughts interest me. Playful moon. 2 volcanic moons. None of us left. Isn't volcanic. There can't exist too much lava. How do we have Hollow's Lantern? Northern Glacier. Quantum Moon. No, we know nothing about Hollow's Lantern. There's not that much to find out about Hollow's Lantern. Why does it say that we haven't discovered anything about Hollow's Lantern yet? Is it just never going to unlock Hollow's Lantern? Huh. Oh yeah, Northern Glacier. Alright, I did not unlock the Northern Glacier before I started exploring it. I think I was supposed to explore under the Northern Glacier first, which means that technically the run is invalid. But I don't know if we ever would have found out about the Northern Glacier as distinct from the Hanging City, because, like, aren't they basically the same thing? No, I guess the Hanging City is hanging. Okay. This run is cursed. This run is so unbelievably cursed. Alright, there's an entrance somewhere around here. It's like over here. Yeah, like here we go. Yup. There we are. Ship log updated. Strange, recreating warp core. retrieve the warp core. I think requiring evidence in order to find plain obvious things is dumb. So how can we fix this speedrun to make it still be fun? Because, like, we can't just say that exploration is allowed, period, because then you could argue that someone exploring could just happen to check the warp tower for the Ash Twin project. We need to make some arbitrary line about when something counts as obvious, and say that you're allowed to look at anything that is considered obvious. Or just be incredibly strict about, like, yes, you can look at things in the museum, and you can look at things that your signal scope points to, and, both someone talks about Gabbro, and your signal scope points to him, so you can go find Gabbro, and, like, he'll tell you about the Statue Island, which tells you about the Southern Observatory, which sends you to Rybeck, and the Adelrock also sends you to the Southern Observatory, and those both, and the Southern Observatory sends you to Rybeck, who sends you to the Hanging City. Also, Gabbro mentions that there's something orbiting Giants Deep. Yeah. Is that it? Like, honestly, with this we could probably... It is difficult to find your way into, it's difficult to find your way into the Southern Observatory, but it's 100% possible. Now that Rybeck's told us about the Hanging City's existence, are we allowed to search through everything here? Because if so, that is a huge amount of information. Like, I don't remember what's important here, so I don't know. Honestly, through following signals alone, we can probably reach the vessel and Feldspar. And, like, if you think about it, there's 3 things that you need to find that are absolutely essential in order to beat the game. And that's the vessel, Feldspar, and the Ash Twin project. The vessel, the coordinates, and the Ash Twin project. What am I saying? Feldspar is one of the clues to reaching the coordinates. And the Southern Observatory is the other one. So, we already theoretically could reach the observatory. And that could get us... And then we can follow a... we can follow a signal to get to Feldspar, and he'll tell us how to... And then, having seen the observatory and the... having seen the observatory... Wait. Hang on. Does the Southern Observatory tell you how to get to the coordinates? I can't remember. Alright, what all does this say? Ash Twin Project, powerful warp core. Wow, nice scroll. Craft a new warp core. Yeah. Woo, Black Hole Forge. Alright, I'm just gonna flash all of this, and if it's important, it's gonna get saved in my ship log. I think I'm gonna head up to the ship and I don't know, I don't think the game ever clearly tells you this is how you get to the Southern Observatory. Like, you know that the Southern Observatory is there, and once you talk to Rybeck, it puts in the ship log that the Southern Observatory is probably, the entrance is underground. But it's honestly kind of confusing and easy to get lost there on your way there. Like, I can't remember how to get there, I just remember it was difficult. None of the maps are extremely clear. Like, some of them are, but yeah. What's over here? Hanging City. Vessel. Anglerfish fossil. Black Hole Forge. Don't really care about any of those today. Oh, wait, yes we do. Because, since we can't just explore and find the Ash Twin Project, we're going to need to find the thing where it tells us what the warp towers are, and tells us that there is a warp tower to Ash Twin. We're probably also going to need to find out, like, what the Ash Twin Project is from looking elsewhere. How are we doing this? There's a lot of stuff that we could do. Okay, Black Hole Forge. Alright. That's gonna be difficult. I don't know how we're gonna find out how to get to the Ash Twin Project. Because that's really... like, the coordinates are always the same. But I think we've pretty much figured out how to get the coordinates. The vessel, you can just follow a signal for most of it and shoot a scout for the last part. But the Ash Twin Project is going to be the hard part of this, because I don't know how we're finding that. I mean, reasonably, finding the Ash Twin Project is probably supposed to be the last thing you do before you, like, go and explore everything and, like, finish the game. I don't think you're meant to find the vessel after the Ash Twin Project. Alright. Alright. Southern Observatory. Huh. Hey, look. It's an entrance below the surface. I'm gonna fall if I land here. Can I fly through here? Oh, there's ghost matter galore there. Alright, I'm gonna assume that the player already knows what ghost matter is, and that that's not something that you need evidence for. Because, like, needing to talk to the kid about the ghost matter would be kind of dumb. Wait, did I just see the ground shake? Is this not entirely stable? How do I secure myself here? Good. Perfect. That'll be fine. Okay. So, ghost matter. Photo mode. Is this it? Are we at the Southern Observatory? Expecting it to be harder. I guess it's just confusing to reach, and you need to know how ghost matter works and have basic problem-solving skills. And also, like, decide to look here instead of somewhere else. Because I suppose both of the leads that the game gives you at the start head to the Southern Observatory, but a lot of people seem to look elsewhere first, just because they feel like exploring on their own. You also need a bit of platforming. Yeah, okay, here we are. Ta-da! Let's open the door, because I like opening doors, and for no other particular reason. Alright, projection stone. Giant steep. You know, on my first playthrough of the game, there were so many projection stones that I skipped because I thought each planet had one, like, text mapped to it, and so I only read, like, the first and second Ash Twin projection stones that I found. All the others I assumed were repeats, and I was frustrated by them because, like, I already know what the Ash Twin projection stone says. And I'm pretty sure the second Ash Twin projection stone I found was actually just me finding the first a second time, and that's why I thought they were all repeats, and it's like, Anyway, Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? I visit the observatory. Will you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads. One at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Oh, so you can't actually get there from the crossroads. That's another reason it's difficult. Okay. Here we are. You know, these actually have physics and, like, affect you. Using the cyclones on Giant Steep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit. One component was pushed down past the current, that usually prevents anything from sinking. Crafting a model to determine why this happened. Now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Rotate clockwise. You know, this is basically a walkthrough as opposed to a speedrun. How to speedrun making a walkthrough? That's basically what this is. Okay. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. Build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant Steep. Also, I very much wanted to make salt. This planet has pretty low gravity now. I also don't have the highest fuel. What have we learned thus far? Knowledge of the quantum moon. The Eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the Eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Those of us on the vessel originally followed the Eye's signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the Eye itself. The locator we built on the Addle Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the Eye's signal. Perhaps the Eye has stopped emitting its signal, though the Eye doesn't wish to be found. How can you suggest that? DLC content. There's another scroll over here. How should our search methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? We know what the Eye looks like thanks to the quantum moons, but we try to find the Eye visually instead. Let's send out a probe! Giant Steep is furthest from the sun. I thought that Dark Bramble was farther. That? Oh. Raimi and Pi were developing technology about this. Okay. So I guess we're going to need to find something that tells us about the high energy lab. And like, by looking at the high energy lab and the black hole forge, which are two of the hardest to reach places in the game, other than like the vessel, we can probably find all the information we need to have the game tell us where the Ash Twin project is and how to get there. How much integrity does this place have? 100%. Okay, just keep getting hit by meteors anyway. Good to know. So our ship is almost on the other side of the planet, but it looks like the beam here only takes us up. So I guess we'll have to, like, walk. Rybeck, I have no idea what you're talking about. The door is wide open. Okay. Wow, we're getting low on fuel. I guess I bounce a lot. Alright, now we're gonna try and not fall into the black hole because we don't have any evidence of that, so that would kind of be cheating. Alright, what have we learned? Tornado simulation, Southern Observatory. Orbital probe cannon. Second piece of evidence pointing to that. Decide to construct a probe cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. And Gambro also told us to look at that. Unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Knowledge of the quantum moon. Yeah. Doesn't actually mention the two people working on time travel. But it does tell us how to get down there. So now, following our signals to reach Feldspar would be good enough to get to the coordinates. And actually, at the coordinates, it might tell us more about the Ash Twin project. You know, what happens if the ship gets hit with a meteor? I know I'm supposed to be doing a speedrun, but that's just like... that's the excuse. Mostly I'm just here to play Outer Wilds. Oh. That was surprisingly small. I was expecting it to be like instant death. Okay, you know, I think this is actually the same effect as at the end of the game. Except it's on your ship instead of your visor. Speaking of the end of the game, how's Hourglass Twins doing? We probably still have like 5 minutes left. Okay, so things keep telling me about the a couple of things have told me about the orbital probe cannon. Our best bet now might be signal scope hunting. Because, okay, I know things are going to tell us stuff at the vessel and at Feldspar, and those are both pieces of information that that we can find with the signal scope. Feldspar, what am I saying? Feldspar pretty much only tells you how to get into the center of Giant's Deep. At the coordinates and at the vessel, there will be information that'll probably tell us... well, no, the vessel won't tell us about the Ash Twin project. I'm not really sure how useful it'll be. Just by following the... Alright, tell you what, this isn't official, like, nobody's gonna try and submit this to a leaderboard, so I'm gonna pause the timer, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I get you're not supposed to pause timers in the middle of runs, but who cares? I'm using the bathroom. Alright, here I am. Alright, I'm back. When I left off, we were talking about routing decisions. I'm gonna be completely frank with you guys. I have no clue how we're going to find the Ash Twin project, because I didn't find it on my first playthrough. I think I found all the evidence that the game expected you to need in order to find it, but then I couldn't find it on my own. I needed a friend to tell me what the evidence meant. So in order to actually get to the Ash Twin project this time, you know, I see my face cam over there, and you know what? Forget it. Can I... Does this... Will it... Yes? I have no clue how secure that is. You can sort of see... Yeah. Alright. Now when I look over here, it's actually looking at you guys. And when I look at the game, it looks like I'm looking at the game. I like this angle. Is that secure? I think that's secure. Okay. Alright. Don't think the vessel's going to be useful other than for its own sake. And honestly, we can probably just... Like, oh, in order to reach the vessel or find feldspar, we're going to need to figure out how anglerfish work, because I don't... And that means we're going to need to explore the... We're going to need to explore Ember Twin. We can get to the entrance with a signal scope, and then after that, we'll be able to just... I'll say that once you're in... what's it called? I'm going to say that it's weird looking at my face cam and seeing it look back at me, and that's how it's supposed to work. But... Can't remember the name of the place on... Whoa, why do I have so much velocity? Alright. Why am I accelerating towards the sun? Alright, we had been going towards Giant's Deep, but I don't know if we're actually going towards Ember Twin instead. Tell you what, I'll go to the side enough that... Alright, now we're slowly accelerating away from the sun. Better than heading towards it. I guess we'll just head to the city on the Twins. How much time is left? Bet we're almost out of time, aren't we? The Hourglass Twins... Pretty much done. Oh, yeah, even if we wanted to, we couldn't see anything on Ember Twin. That makes sense. Oof. Okay. I guess... Yeah, okay. I have no idea what else I'd do this cycle, so I'm just gonna crash into the sun. Seems like the safe option. Ooh, I'll even crash into the sun the exciting way. Wait, did it not work? Hey, you can't turn the camera anymore. Okay. I wonder how much data actually goes into storing that flashback sequence. Alright. Wait, no, we can't go there. We can't follow the signal to or to Ember Twin, because we don't have the escape pod frequency. Ooh. What should we do then? Shoot. Okay. Decided to build a probe cannon, and does it tell me anything about how Gabbro said we should look at it? No? Okay. Maybe there's more to explore from talking with Gabbro, but like, not for another few more cycles. Because I know like Gabbro unlocks some special dialogue after like 50 cycles where he tells you how to meditate. Phantom moons sometimes appear in the sky. Vessel. Crashed in dark bramble. Anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. Okay. What can we do for this? Because we don't know how to get to Feldspar or the vessel until we figure out how to evade anglerfish. And we can't do that until we get to the city in the caves, whatever it's called, on Ember Twin. How do I find my first escape pod? Would my first escape pod need to be in the vessel? No, because how would you get there without a frequency? Oh shoot, I forgot to start the time. That resets the time? No, hang on. Live slit, open, control, okay. Reset. Settings? How do I set it to a time? out? No. Not settings. Edit? Splits? Start timer at. Okay, what was it at before? Go into YouTube. Something recently, but not immediate. Hour and 13 minutes. Seems right. Let's actually start it at 1 hour and 30 minutes, because that probably accounts for me having been in the bathroom. Not a minute 30 seconds. Is that good? Does that start? Yeah! Okay, hour 30 minutes. And counting. Alright. Now, as I was saying, finding escape pods. I think the city on Brittle Hollow might be the most important we can figure out. The most important thing we can figure out how to find right now. How can we figure out how to find that? How can you finish Outer Wilds without exploring anything? It sure is a challenge. Okay. We could have explored the Hanging City more. We have enough information about that. I think it's safe to explore the Hanging City. I would say if we account for... Or no, I mean... Exploring the Hanging City enough, it'll probably mention that some of them landed on Brittle... Or some of them landed on Ember Twin? Do they mention that here? I have no idea where you can do this. Or how to... Does the wiki... I'm sure there's a wiki. I haven't looked at it, but I'm sure there's a wiki. Does the wiki tell you connections in the ship's log? Streams of people looking at wikis are incredibly boring. So let's do one of those. I really don't know how we can find any of the escape pods. Outer Wilds Wiki. Official Outer Wilds Wiki. There's one of those. I'd assume the developers wouldn't sponsor any kind of wiki because, like... Oh my goodness. The, like, blue text. This is so unprofessional. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That video is distorted. That's not the aspect ratio that video was taken in. Or, video? Image. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is incredibly distorted because Outer Wilds is a game that's best played discovering it on your own, so it doesn't lend itself well to wikis, whereas something like Terraria has a huge amount of... Like, Terraria has the most... That has the best wiki I've ever seen. Alright, 178 pages, more than I expected. Alright, ship's log. Have anything for that? Solanum, computer. Onboard computer. Why is it called the computer? View log entries on your computer. Escape pod 2. Wait, all it has is the information? I don't care about the information. I already know the information. I want it to tell me about the... I don't want the fully filled out trip log. What I want is a catalog of all the connections in the ship's log and what you need to find to create them. Maybe if I can find the page on Escape Pod 2, it'll tell me... Does the guy on Ember Twin tell you anything about the escape pod? I know he tells you something about the lake bed. Finding all the people. That might not actually be a bad idea. People that are still left to find. There's the guy with the drum. There's Feldspar. Is that it? Have I found all the other people? Huh. Okay. No, not Ash Twin, the other one. Alright, that's enough. Here we are. I think we're early enough that we would actually stand a chance of finding quantum entanglement. That's not what we're here for. Would the quantum moon have useful information? All we really care about right now is figuring out how to either get into the cities so that we can reach the coordinates, get to an escape pod. Like, if we can figure out how to unlock escape pods, then we can get into the cities, which will both tell us how to reach the coordinates. Wait, how will it do that? Okay, by getting into the cities, we can figure out how to evade anglerfish, which will both let us get to the vessel and reach the coordinates. But really, I don't think the quantum moon has anything useful to us. Like, it's a lot of lore, and I think they tell us about the Eye of the Universe a bit. But honestly, I don't think we need to know that much about what the Eye of the Universe is to get there. Alright, I followed my signal scope to get here. See? Okay. Shirt. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? I found something. No, I didn't. I have a question for you. What are you doing out here? Okay. Where should I explore here? Haven't left this lake bed. Quite good with a little scout. Taking pictures of everything from their campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky. It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. Not a single settlement has seen it. I think that's enough evidence. So we need to talk to Chert as part of the route. That's important. Okay. How dangerous. Okay. It eventually reverses. Like, theoretically. I think I would be. Like, honestly, unless you know how to get inside. It's kind of disappointing. It's basically a sparkly rock. Dig yourself out. Excuse me, you just get crushed to death. Thud. Alright. Did that update my ship log? I wasn't paying attention. Chert's camp. Nomai shipwreck. Underground settlement. Alright, that's what we were looking for. Nomai shipwreck. Shooting a beam of light into the sky on the southern hemisphere. I think we're on the North Pole, just guessing here. Hey, there we are. Ta-da. Okay. Unidentified signal? Why, you see... That's an escape pod! Okay. Oh, my ear. Fun fact, my headphones are disintegrating. Okay. Need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Escape pod's passengers, brief at least. Near both signals. Either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. Vessel has been mortally injured. Prohibitively high. Inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet surface. No idea why they complain about the temperature so much. Like, we Hearthians are fine with it. Okay. Flashlight. Alright, emergency escape hatch. Tree. Oh, no, rocks. Rocks. Anglerfish. Alright, don't know if this adds anything to the ship's log. Told me to launch the scout. Okay, so now we will look over here. Construct a long-term shelter. By the way, in spots like this, I'd say that everyone's allowed to just go straight to this one. And, like, it updates the ship log, so I'd say, like, just look here and... yeah. I'm not going to be too strict about following the path. I say this like I'm going to be a moderator on speedrun.com deciding whether or not runs are valid. I'm not. Like, that sounds like a lot of work, and I don't think that they trust me as someone who's not actually good at speedrunning. And I have no clue if anyone's ever actually going to run this other than me. But it is my plan, now that I'm seeing how short this run should actually be, and that I can probably do it in under 2 hours if I memorize the route. That I probably will continue running this and trying to improve my time. Cautious but swift. Okay, I think it's left. I literally didn't internalize any of what they just said. I'm pretty sure I remember the route. Okay. And then we go up, and is the entrance. Yep, pretty much straight ahead. Okay. No idea if, like, these prompts actually update the ship log. No. Then I'd say that you can just infer them and walk on your own. Well, only a little farther until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. Whoa. Alright. Here we are. Children playing on the specimen. Oh no! I wonder if its teeth are still sharp after all this time. Okay. Alright, I think we can probably explore all the buildings here. Just because, like, that's what you do in cities. Wait, just to check again. This is the Anglerfish Overlook District. Alright. What do people have to say around here? There's nothing. Do people not talk about the anglerfish fossil at the Anglerfish Overlook? If so, that's really irritating. Gonna have to go somewhere else, aren't I? Alright. Ow. My head. Okay, Stepping Stone District. I think that might be it. Like, I think that's where most of the houses are. Okay. I see 3 entrances. Let's look down here. I say no exploiting past game knowledge, but you are allowed to, just, yeah. Too big to climb through the Anglerfish Overlook hole. I'll have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Tried to get there, but I couldn't find the entrance. Remember to feed it. If you throw a light in his mouth, he'll show you the way. Can't fit. Who cares? They're still the tallest. Okay. I don't think we hear about Ilex anywhere else. Huh. So here, we're playing the fossil fish game. Fettered a new lantern. The entrance is easy to see now. Alright. That is usually how growth works. Children discussing the concept of growth with each other. Okay. We go over here, and then we feed the fossil fish, as we were told to do. Did not mean to send it that far down. That might be an unhelpful degree of far down. Where's the best spot to put this? That's great. Okay. And now they told us to go to Stepping Stone Cave. I think think that's like down here. Whew, getting close there. Don't know if we're actually gonna have time for this. Alright, scouts over there. I remember it's kind of difficult. Ooh, we're running low on time. What? Here we are. Okay. Okay, anglerfish to wear a blindfold. Too hard if you can't see anything. Real anglerfish are blind. Okay, if younger kids don't wear the blindfold. Rest of us line up against a wall. Anglerfish catches you. Pretty sure that's all the important stuff here. Alright, are we gonna die now? Or can we make it out still? Might still be able to make it out. We're running extremely low on fuel, as you can see. Oh, this is where that went. Huh. I guess they built a easier entrance later. Okay, let me restock on fuel. I can't get up there to restock on fuel. There's no ladder. Yes, there is. I guess just got an idea of, like, what if one of these elevators had, like, a bunch of bones floating in it that had just been there the whole time? Kinda spooky. I mean, I know that's not the case, but should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? That's important. Don't know if we're actually going to need to find the sun station. If we do, that's going to be a nuisance. Maybe I can try and get an achievement. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I almost can't comprehend this is being suggested seriously. Yeah, okay. That updates the ship log. Yup. Okay, so we're going to need to figure out how to leave without getting squished. High energy lab. I remember that the gravity cannon is a way out, but I have no idea how to get to the gravity cannon. That might be already underground. Through here. No idea what that was. Oh, this is the Eye Shrine. We don't need the Eye Shrine. We need the high energy, or not the high energy lab, the gravity cannon. Oh, I can't gain any height using oxygen. Oh, this is a nightmare. I hate being out of fuel. Honestly, our best choice right now might just be to jump into the ghost matter, because that way, at least, right. We can still jump. I forget about jumping. Okay. Don't think this is actually a helpful place to be. Why'd I waste oxygen getting here? Alright, are there trees in here? No, all the trees are dead. That's sad. Okay, I think gravity's getting stronger, which is not helpful. What's up here? Gravity cannon. Not any lights for here. Alright, I haven't found out about the gravity cannon, but it's not like I'm gonna look at anything while I'm over here. Wait. Can we get through here? Do we have enough oxygen? Whew, we're running real low on oxygen. You're kidding. Okay. No, we're so close. We're almost... Ship's 100 meters away. No. No. Aw. If only there were more trees. Okay. A lot of people talk about the death noises in this game, and getting crushed is only the real one that bothers me. But I think the wake-up noises are sometimes more interesting. Because, like, you can hear them gasping for breath. Alright, I'm gonna unlock the thing for the gravity cannon, because I don't want it to. Okay. Good, that didn't count as exploring somewhere I shouldn't. Debated building a sun station. Yep. Real anglerfish are blind. Unusually high number of supernovae. Sounds wrong as a plural. Melt into the Sunless City. That's what it's called. Sunless City in the Hanging City. More to explore here. I'm not surprised. I think I have all the important stuff for now, though. Alright, real anglerfish are blind. I think that's what we need in order to find feldspar in the vessel. Of which I don't think we need anything from the vessel. There's lore, which is nice, but it's not what we're here for. So yeah, I'm gonna take this and randomly decide to follow some random frequency that I decide to focus on with no particular reason. That's why I'm going this way. To go talk to another traveler. Kilometers. Alright, that's way too fast. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm scared of Dark Bramble. You know, maybe we should have looked at the Bramble Island on Giant Steep to find out that Feldspar knows about this, but honestly I don't think we need to. I think that we can follow this radio signal and say, and like, the one kind of unprompted exploration that I'm allowing in this is following radio signals. And thinking about it, we might not actually need to allow that, but you can still only follow radio signals that you have unlocked. So yeah. Alright. Here goes nothing. That's an anglerfish. It's terrifying. No, that's an exit. Right now we're heading towards the orange exit, which we don't want. Is that an anglerfish? I don't know what's an anglerfish. That's an anglerfish. And we're about to go directly into its mouth. Is it going to notice? Are we slowing down? Tell me we're not slowing down. Are we about to stop in front of this thing? I can hear it breathing. Hi there. I know these things' boxes are actually way smaller than they look. Ha! I can lock onto the anglerfish. Why do they have eyes if they're blind? Okay, clipping much? Okay. But we're about to go into the anglerfish nest. Wait, did we stop? Oh, we didn't stop. Okay, we didn't stop. Oh. That's not where we want to go. But I think once we're right next to there, we'll be able to safely make a run for Feldspar's direction. This is kind of boring. Okay. You know, we could just flat out ignore the fact that we're right next to an anglerfish and just bolt for the exit. Should we do that? That might be what we do. Is that the play here? Like, we have enough distance, it's probably safe. Could be, potentially. I know that they're not as good at hearing as you'd think. They're blind and they're mostly deaf. Alright, this might actually be far enough away that they can't hear me. Also, it looks like we are going to miss the thing. So there aren't any others nearby that I haven't seen yet, right? Okay. So that one's out of sight. So I'm gonna head over here. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It heard me. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, it resets your velocity after you go through a gate. Okay, take a deep breath. I could see its teeth on the corners of my screen. Okay. Why are there like 4 signals here? Are the others pointing to exits and they're like other things? Or no, he's through any of these. What? Alright, this one, we're heading straight towards it. I think it's an exit. Alright, he's not through that one. I think that's an exit. Is that an anglerfish? Tell me that's not an anglerfish. That's an exit. No. That's why there's multiple signals. Alright, I'm heading towards that one. Just gentle velocity. Going way too fast. Alright, let's just book it. Alright, we're spinning. Alright, there's 2 signals, but I remember that there's actually, like, there's a teleporter right next to them. And none of the anglerfish will be willing to go near him, so that should be fine. I hate how he says that anglerfish are incredibly territorial, and that's why they won't go near the big skeleton. And then, like, you go to the nest and you find, like, 4 of them sitting right next to each other. It's like, seriously? Alright, that's him, right? Yeah, there we are. Feldspar. Oh, you can't open the map in here. Curious. I was going to check how, Ash Twin is doing. How buried it is. Where did he get that gravity crystal from? Did he fish it from inside his ship? Maybe I can land in the back? Whoa. There's nowhere to land my ship here. Okay, then put away my signal scope. Can I lock onto anything here? Alright, I don't seem to be jostling around too much. Here we are. And... ta-da! Harmonica. Hello, Feldspar. Whoa! Where'd you come from? Well done. They made you an astronaut? And you haven't blown yourself up yet. And here in Dark Bramble all this time? Okay, so I don't need to feel guilty about asking him about Giant's Deep. I wonder if there actually is still a giant anglerfish somewhere around here. I don't remember seeing it, but I could believe that it exists. Okay. I found something. Oh. Intensely. I don't think that's wrong exactly. How'd you do it? If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. Hey, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Please, don't worry. You're not considered part of the rule set for cheating. Completely unrelated note. That sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yup. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail at the end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Where's your ship? No. Really? Oof. Territorial. Ugh. Shouldn't I tell ground control? I know I don't need all this dialogue. I wonder if there's actually a dialogue I can tell someone where Feldspar is. And I wonder if they'll believe me. That brought me in fast. Alright. Feldspar's camp. Hollow Vine. Okay. Feldspar is alive! Yeah, I noticed that. A flickering light in the fog. Alright, now I'm going to try to squeeze my ship in someplace it doesn't belong. It's fine, I'll get out here. I wonder if the ship, like, loses velocity faster to stabilize when you're not in it. Whoa, gravity. Why is there gravity here? Oh, we're outside Dark Bramble? That's neat. Oh yeah, we're inside one of these... Oh, there's open sky here! I did not ever realize that before. Huh. There's open sky on this part of Dark Bramble. No, I don't want to get the all the way out zoom. Yeah. Huh. Wonder if there's anything on any of the other fragments. Or just this big one on the South Pole. Play recording. Trip 4? Entry number, I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes 3. Boring crashes 0. A personal best. Oh ho, I never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful too. Goes to here too. Tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jelly's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Right, going inside to see if what's in there tastes any better. It's a nice looking pickaxe. Do not eat this. Okay. Only useful for that. If he never planned on going back here, why did he write notes to himself? So I probably could straight up just like leave, head to space, and be fine. But like then I'd have to leave my ship behind, and that sounds annoying. I could also go find the vessel, but okay. As long as I'm out here, how are the Hourglass Twins doing? Probably have like 5 or 10 minutes left. Okay. I could search for the vessel, but I don't think there's anything useful, any useful information at the vessel. We might need to argue that you have to go to the vessel in order to know that you need to take the warp core to the vessel, but that sounds dumb. So I'm just going to say that it's fine if the first time you go to the vessel is bringing the warp core there, but you have to, like, actually go there the intended way. You can't just blindly take a bunch of gates and it happens to be the right ones. Like, you need to actually like use the scout. Hello, ship. Nice to see you again. Alright, here we are. It insulates from electricity. They're only useful for insulation from electricity. What could it mean? Alright, let's go see the coordinates. Alright, which way is the exit? I think it's this way. Alright, now we're gonna try and make an escape from Dark Bramble, which I've never had an issue doing. Mainly because, like, escaping Dark Bramble, all you really need to do is find any path, and chances are in favor of it being an exit path. I really hope there isn't a giant anglerfish here like he said there was. And no, it's not the skeleton he's inside of, because that was dead for a long time when he found it. Alright, that's where he is. Feldspar, you're making a lot of light pollution. What if you damage the ecosystem? You know what, actually, I don't care. Do octopi have bones? Alright, I have no idea where any exits would be. Like, I guess there should be one straight away from here. Does it not show you exits that are on the outer wall? Might not. There's a chance those don't glow. I think outer wall exits might always take you to the outside of the planet. I have no idea how fast I'm going. I hope I'm not going to, like, crash into a wall violently right now. Whoa. There's a vine. Alright, this place seems really empty. Oh, Feldspar, why'd you have to tell me about the fact that there's a giant anglerfish here? I remembered it being empty, and I thought it was empty, and there's a chance that it, in reality, is empty, and that it's only in lore there's an abnormally large anglerfish right here. Because now I'm scared of it. All of them seem to be converging on this point. Where? There we are. That's an exit. And is this going to take us outside? It better. And... oh no. I just heard a fish. It's right there. This is not outside. This might be very far from outside. Alright. The only Outer Wilds ventures. Alright, I don't think we can find signals that are outside of Dark Bramble right now to get to an exit. Alright, I'm just gonna scout along the edge again. Hopefully I'll find an exit faster this time, because I know that there are anglerfish here, and if one sees us, we are literally done for. Oh, I hope that's not one. I think it is. I need to take a deep breath. You know, it's points like this when I want a heart rate monitor, so you guys can see exactly how anxious I am. But I don't think I actually own a heart rate monitor. Sounds like a cool thing to have. Alright. It's those few that I'm worrying about. I think all the branches are pointing towards an exit. That's getting closer, or I'm moving towards it. But I have no idea what it is or how far away it actually is. That's an exit. Alright, I'm booking it. Oh, please be a way to the outside. At any given point, yes! At any given point, most of the paths just take you straight out of the planet. Okay. We made it. And we're not gonna, like, get pulled back in by gravity. We are! Why does Dark Bramble have gravity? So shattered. In my opinion, it shouldn't have gravity. Okay. Giant steep. Okay, at this point we could actually go find the coordinates, and I'm pretty sure there'd be useful information there. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there would be. Something to tell us about the Ash Twin project. I don't know how we're going to get into the black hole station, because in order to get into the black hole forge, black hole forge, we'd need to have something tell us how teleporters work and like what the warp towers are. And as far as I know, the only thing that tells us that is the black hole forge. Okay. Alright, let's go look at the ship log, because I know time pauses when we do that. We won't, I don't think we'll be able to get to the, probe piece today, or this cycle anyway, because I'm pretty sure it would just, the sun would explode too soon. So the most useful thing to do this cycle might just be to fly into the sun. Oh. This is hard. And this is still trying to figure out the route. Oof. Making splits for this. There's going to be so many splits. Because I'm probably going to make a split for each destination that we need to go to. You know, I wonder if no matter what angle you fly in, when you land on Giant's Deep for the very first time, you always come in next to Gabbro's Island. It's quite possible. Because I've never seen anyone enter, like, for their first time somewhere else. Huh. I don't know. How am I going to find out about the Ash Twin project? This is a puzzle, and there's little enough documentation on the wiki that I really do need to figure it out on my own. Evidence percent. I wonder how many cycles it's going to take to get through evidence percent in its final form. You know, I looked on speedrun.com, and for all that Outer Wilds isn't a very popular speed game, not only is there no pretty much thing that equates to evidence percent on the leaderboards, there's not even something like a full ship log speedrun. Really, I didn't check, but I think like the longest speedrun out there is like half an hour. It might be like 15 minutes. I think all the speedruns are less than a cycle, so yeah, it's probably like 15 minutes for like beating the game without a suit. And yes, I looked at the category extensions leaderboard, though I didn't check the times for those. Like, I don't know. I didn't look at speedrun.com too much. My throat is sore. I drank water before streaming, but I've been talking for the past 2.5 hours, and my throat doesn't like that. I have no idea how we're going to find out about the Ash Twin project. I know there's more to explore on the Hanging City. The Hanging City briefly mentioned the Sun Station. I bet if we explored further on Brittle Hollow... Or no, sorry, the Sunless City briefly mentioned the Sun Station. If we explored more on Brittle Hollow, it would probably mention... the warp towers in some capacity. I don't know how we're supposed to find the other things on Timber Hearth. I guess in Brittle Hollow it mentions, like, with the ore that was acquired from Timber Hearth, and I don't know if that opens a ship log thing, but could. It's possible. I don't know. How to beat the exploration-based game without exploring. Gee, it turns out to be difficult. Okay. We're gonna need to do something. Oh, my throat. Okay, hang on. Give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna go drink a couple glasses of water, and hopefully after that my throat will let me keep talking. Okay. Hello, I am back. So, I have no idea what we actually find out at the coordinates other than the coordinates, so I'm just going to crash into the sun and then go to the coordinates. As with last time, we go out in style. Oh no! Get away! Ah. Dark Ramble. Man, there must have only been like a minute or two left until the sun exploded. What was with that? How many unique wake-up sounds are there? Alright. To Giant D. Oh wait, that's basically up right now, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna go full speed ahead and hope that we don't hit an island. And if we do, it'll be really funny. And so, like, either way, it's like win-win. Or something. Also, if we come in at ludicrous speed from orbit, can that bypass the current? No, it can't. Okay, that was actually a very near miss with an island. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so 2 kinds of tornadoes. One of these things is not like the others. And I'm pretty sure the one that's not like the others is not going to be on a path where it's able to hit any of the islands, because that would be funny, but not really helpful. Is it this one? No, I think that one's going the right way. There are very few tornadoes near the South Pole. Or is that the North one? There's a lot of tornadoes near the South Pole? Could be. I don't know why there's so many tornadoes over here. Wait. I think it's this one. Yep. Alright. We are officially down. The ship log has been updated. That looks like coral. I suppose it makes sense that it's been long enough for coral to have grown. Alright, I'm gonna go look at the ship log. I know that if we leave our ship here long enough, it'll eventually flow up to the surface, but I think time pauses when we're in the ship log, so it should be fine. Surprisingly calm beneath the current. Some sort of electrical field surrounds the planet core. Alright, where can we find some of these jellyfish? There we are. time to not get electrocuted. Wow, that jellyfish is really near the surface. Should be fine. Here we go. Audio cues. And I'm still alive. Now time to not get electrocuted by the jellyfish. Ooh, wow, things are ripply down here. Alright, I'm gonna say that now that we know our way down here, we're allowed to look at the only thing that's down here. That's not too much exploration. That's fine. Alright, this whole place is flooded, I'm pretty sure, so we're not actually going to get any trees. No? No, it's not flooded. Oh. I thought it was. I guess it's that the other place doesn't have oxygen. But no, there's actually water. Or not water, there's air in here. Huh. Okay. Not gonna give me the translation, okay? Do I need to, like, turn on power or something? Oh, wait. Gonna need to walk that around, aren't I? Okay. Launch module projection stone. Yes, that's a planet. Ash twin projection stone. Alright, let's just set that there. Launch module. Nice. Ash twin. Yup. Seen that before. Alright. What if we put the launch module projection stone over here? Do we get the data? Imagine, privet probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honored and terrified. You won't ask it to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, we only need to fire the probe once anyway. So who minds if it compromises the structural integrity slightly? I would mind, because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if it's destroyed. Oh, I guess it was destroyed, but the probe was destroyed, not the object. Alright, no, wait. We want to put this here. Exciting news. Almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Adding some finishing touches here, but she'll finish soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. A statue in the probe tracking module. There's a statue here? Oh, there is. Neat. Is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Once the probe determines the location of the eye of the universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. Okay. I guess now we'll look up there and get information. There's the cannon. There's a... Is it willing to say anything? Yes. Oh, there's the cannon. It's shot out this direction this time. Receiving data from probe, that's a lot. Visualizing current trajectory of probe, that's a lot. Yeah. I guess we can see how far we are through the cycle like this. Alright, here we are. Ding! Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. That's a lot of data they stored. Total number of probes launched, that many. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe, found by probe 9318054. Here we are. Okay. What's the best way to remember this? Like the middle and right ones are ribbon and curvy N, but what's the one on the left? I guess I'll just probably remember it. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. Okay. Eye of the Universe. Kind of important. That's the coordinates. We've now found major point 1. And I think from just following signals, we should be able to logically find point 2. So that means the only thing left to find is the Ash Twin project. How do we do that? I wasn't thinking it would be possible in one sitting, but honestly, we're getting close. Ship log updated. Okay. I don't know what to do. I guess we have high energy lab will give us information, because like logically after finding the high energy lab trailhead you could just follow it to the high energy lab, and then once there, and I think that counts as close enough, the signpost and the trailhead can let us go there. And then once we're there, it'll tell us more about the Black Hole Forge, and I think and I hope it'll tell us how teleporters work, and like, yeah. I know that they messed with fancier teleporters there, but Yeah. And that's how you can destroy space-time, but that's not what we're going to be doing today, unfortunately. Okay. Let's just head back to the ship, which I'm pretty sure is on the surface now. Wow, 500 meters. Kind of a long ways. Alright, wait, we need to get out using a jellyfish as well. I suppose that makes sense. At least tell me there's one in here right now. Where can I find a jellyfish? Unless I can just shoot that out. Oh. Is this gate actually one way? It says hazard for a second, but I don't know if that means anything. Alright, I don't see any jellyfish. What if I just, like, go and just book it, trying to swim out as fast as possible?